Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back. Playing some more Farm Simulator 25. We're back here in Gage, Kentucky. Got a little bit of rapping to do today. Very, very early in the morning. Oh, there's that hitch thing I was looking for. This is the drawbar. I've been looking for that. Alright, here comes Fuzzy and Owner. I'm gonna start calling you Owner until you change your name, old man. But, well, I was gonna hop. Ooh, I'll do a slow walk here. How about that? Yeah, here we go. And that'll be my thumbnail. Good morning, Twitchy. How's it going? May have to brighten that thumbnail up just a wee bit. The actual in-game time here is 6. Yeah, I need to advance that just a wee bit. It's 7:03 now. And the right button. That worked. Good morning, Fuzzy. How's it going? Alright, Fuzzy, old man, I'll let y'all pick which tractor you want. There's a Deere out here, there's an International, and there's a New Holland. Y'all pick whichever brand you want. I don't care. I'll drive any of them. We are going to be doing a lot of rapping this morning. But between the three of us, we should be able to get it done. I'm just about out of Dr. Pepper. Don't worry, I've got more. Good morning, Adam. How's it going? So we've got the bale shed over here. Jump the fence. We got quite a few bales in here now. Not just silage, but we've got hay bales in here. We've got a ton of bales that will be silage once they're done fermenting. And then we've got some straw bales here in the back. The theory behind this is getting enough to get our cows established at some point eventually. But we're going to make some silage bales to sell as well. Alright, Fuzzy's rolling. Let old man come in. There's old man in TeamSpeak there. Let me go give him some talk power here. Try not to knock my can over. Good morning, old man.
Good morning.
There's that update thing. I keep clicking remind me later for that. Seems like every time I click out of this window, it wants to update. I wish I could turn off all the updates. Just let me do them manually, and I'll update them when I'm ready. All right, pick which one you want, old man. Do you want the International or the New Holland?
International.
Okay, I will take the New Holland. So Fuzzy's starting on the west side over there. I think you're kind of in the center, and I'm going to start on the east side.
Okay. Good morning, Fuzzy.
All right. And if you guys need any more wrap, there's a trailer behind the shed over there, and then there's also some wrap in the small shed inside the door part that closes up. Put some in there on the racks in there. Good morning, Flying Mike. How's it going? Ooh, gotta drop that. Now let me put in, I think it's going to be an average of 6 miles an hour, so I'm going to put it on 6. Try that to start out. Try to get lined up here. Now all of these should be in straight rows here, so if you want to lock in where you're going, just try to line up with the bale, and then you're going to want 0 degrees if you're going north. You want 180 degrees if you're going south. Alright, so I got this locked in at 6 miles an hour and at 0 degrees. Drop the bale, I'm not touching the steering wheel. Should pick up the next bale straight away. Yep. Here we go. Still locked in at 6 and locked in at 0 degrees, true north. You just have to keep an eye on it, because sometimes, you know, if it doesn't drop the bale, or you know, there's bales closer together, then your timing will be off as far as the speed. And sometimes the bales, you know, when they're ejected out of the baler, they don't go in a perfect row. So you just kind of gotta watch it. But if you set it up the first time, then you should be okay. Mine's doing fine. I haven't touched the wheel or the accelerator or brake. So, morning, Jeff. Locked and loaded with wrap. Cool. See, that one had a greater space there, so. But now the next one after this one is a shorter distance, so I may have to slow down. Just stop right there and then continue on here. It smells like somebody is cooking breakfast somewhere. It smells like toast or biscuits and eggs and sausage and or bacon. I don't know if it's my neighbor or who it is, but it smells like breakfast somewhere. Kind of reminds me of if you guys have ever seen Ernest Scared Stupid, when he does the little cameos as his different characters. There's an ottoman in there. There's a hillbilly in there. There's a woman in there, and the woman's like real, what's the word? Very southern, very feminine. I'm not talking about the older, bigger woman. I'm talking about the thin woman with the red curly hair. Well, in that cameo, the last line that she says during that scene is like, "Do you smell fish?" It kind of reminds me of that. Somebody at work said that. Somebody says, why does it smell like fish around here? And I said, I told him about that line from that movie, and I was like, I actually pulled it up on my phone and played it for him. And she was like, do you smell fish? It was funny. I need to put that in a like a sound effects app or something, so where I can just pull it up and play it, hit a button and play that one line. Seems to be working pretty decent at 6 miles an hour, so. I would say pick up maybe your first or second bale and then lock it in, because usually the bales on the ends were probably dropped when the baler was in a turn. So they're probably not in line with the rest of the lines. And there's the Magnum with the bale trailer on it. I think I've got the 8R grass 8R over there with the other bale trailer on it. So see here, there's 2 bales sitting here, so I'll pick them up individually. Gonna lock in at 180 and see where this goes in at here. Perfect. Locked in at 180. I'll lock in the speed as well. And we'll just keep an eye on it. Like a glove. Yep, perfect. So I got my second screen over here, the TV on the NBC, and I was expecting to see some type of football. Normally they have like, you know, the road to the Super Bowl and other little like documentary style program shows. I think there are some coming on later, but I was expecting to see them first thing this morning. Nope. It's the Winter Olympics. So they're doing some downhill skiing here right now on the Winter Olympics. I guess they're racing. That's what it looks like. I don't even know where it's at. Where's it at? I don't follow the Olympics.
I didn't know they were going on, to tell you the truth.
I didn't either until, you know, I saw it on the, what was I watching? I was watching something. I think I was watching the news. And they announced, like, you know, the Winter Olympics is, like, starts tomorrow. I'm like, oh, really? Did not know that. So I guess they're going on there. Yes, that looks like snowboarders, not skiing. Looks like they're snowboarding and racing down the hill. I would be flat on my butt doing that. It would be pretty cool to see the Jamaican bobsled team, though. Cool Runnings.
That was a good movie.
Yep. Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. One of the greats with John Candy. Oh, they're in Italy? Well, nice. They ought to be able to get an authentic pizza then. They probably don't even eat pizza. The Olympic athletes. They probably just drink this green protein mixture smoothie drink thing that, burns, unwanted fat. And of course, I don't know, these are winter Olympians, so maybe they do store fat. Maybe they do eat pizza. I don't know. If you couldn't eat pizza, I could not be an Olympian. I'll just say that. Good morning, S. Let's see. How do you... Is it SWB3842? Good morning. Welcome in. Oh, he almost ate it. Cool. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I can't even roller skate, man. Never have really been able to roller skate really well. Some people, they it's like a, what do you call it, a duck to water? No, not me. I used to go to birthday parties and stuff. We'd have birthday parties, either at the skating rink or the bowling alley or movie theater or I think a couple of times we went to a pool, like a swimming pool. But the skating part, gosh, it's been so long since I've skated. When we went to birthday parties and skated, the music, to give you an idea of what decade we were in, the music was always Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice, You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer, Paula Abdul, Bobby Brown, a lot of those artists like that. So that gives you an idea of what the era was then. And I got to the point where I could skate. I just couldn't stop. Yeah, this is one of the bales on the last end here. Get in there, get in there. Yay. In at 0 and see where I need to be here. Look, I need to come way over. Where's this next one here? Alright, I think I'm lined up. So yeah, I got to where I could skate, I just could not stop. And one of the times that I skated, I let the wall stop me. I didn't have a choice really, but the wall stopped me, and I left a pretty good size, wasn't really a hole, it was like a dent in the wall. So, and then another time I went over, they had like a railing there, and yeah, that time I went over the railing. Never did really learn to stop. almost. Yeah, there you go. There they go. Now they're off. So they have to zigzag around all these flags. Oh, man.
Trying to warm up, man. It's a whopping 4 degrees here today.
It's what?
4 degrees.
4 degrees, man. What's the temperature here? Let's see. It's supposed to get up to 57 today. And tomorrow it's going to get up to 69. Tuesday it's going to be up to 70.
I'm really not liking you right now.
And then the rest of the week it bounces between the upper 50s and the lower 60s, so it kind of goes up and down.
You know, something I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wondering this and never really asked anybody from the Deep South. Does your grass still grow? Or is it like dormant during wintertime?
No, it's usually dormant, I guess.
Yeah, so it don't grow.
No, it's pretty much brown.
So I wonder about like in California and southern Texas
I guess if they
grasses
do,
still grow.
well, with their weather, I would think it would still grow if it's watered.
Yeah.
I think theirs does still grow. I think everything still grows out there in California. Because that's what happened with the, you remember the wildfires they had? What was it, last year?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, all the vegetation had kept growing, and it built up, and it was still growing, but it was dry, and that's what caused all the fires. Or well, that's what caused them to spread, pretty much. I wish they would put the names of the country under the flags of these people. Because all they're putting is the flags, and I'm like, whose flag is that? So if you don't know the flags, you don't know which country they're from.
You mean you never watched Fun with Flags?
With Sheldon Cooper?
Yeah.
I watched that, but some of the flags on there were ridiculous.
Weren't they? You know, I've watched that show entirely probably 3 times already.
Oh, I guarantee you I have to.
It's just like MASH.
Yeah.
I could watch MASH over and over and over again.
Yeah, I like The Big Bang Theory all the way from the first episode, really until it ended. There's supposed to be some spin-off shows coming for that. It won't have like the main cast, but I think Stewart, is it Stewart that had the comic book store?
Yeah, Stewart.
He's going to be part of the spin-off.
Huh. Now, I haven't heard anything about that, but have you, speaking of spin-offs, have you seen any of the Walking Dead spin-offs?
No, I haven't watched a single one of them.
Really?
Yeah, as soon as... I never even finished watching the Fear the Walking Dead. As soon as the main show... I continued watching the main show until it ended, and when it ended, I just haven't watched anymore.
Well, I can tell you the one with oh, what's his name? It's right on the tip of my tongue. The one with the crossbow.
Daryl?
Daryl. That one really, to me, didn't make sense.
Well, I know he goes to like France or something, right?
Yeah, he goes to France, and it's just, I don't know. I couldn't get all the way through it, so I probably messed up and didn't catch the last couple episodes of it. But
Yeah, let's see. There's Daryl Dixon. There's New York City. I don't know if that's the official name.
yeah, and then there's uh,
The Rick and Michonne one, I can't remember the
yeah,
name of it.
yeah, that one's actually pretty good. It's just you could pretty much predict the end of it.
I need to sit down and watch them, I guess. I like the original show. And I'll say the earlier on seasons were better. And it just kind of, the popularity, it seemed to come to an abrupt end when they killed off a certain character. And I don't think it would be a spoiler if I said who they kill off, but
Yeah, it wouldn't.
when they killed off that one character, and that's where a lot of people said, "No, I'm done."
I was one of those. I was definitely one of those. When I saw that episode, I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense.
A lot of people were done there. I was done at the end of season 8. That's where the show transitioned from The Walking Dead that we have watched from season 1 through season 8. And it's the only season finale that ended where you could actually end the series there if you wanted to. There wasn't any cliffhangers, there wasn't any, yeah, there were some wonderments, like I wonder what happened with this character, I wonder where they went, I wonder what happened, stuff like that. But there wasn't anything like a cliffhanger hanging on depending on you watching the next season. And that's when they changed the show entirely. They changed the entrance, or not the entrance, what do you call it? The opening theme video. They completely changed that. I mean, I think it was the same music, but they completely changed the opening theme video. So, and then there's a big character change, with that season too. So,
I would have liked to see more of, because every time you turned around, they were fighting somebody.
mm-hmm.
So I would have liked to see maybe 4, 5 episodes where they weren't actually, they were surviving, not fighting.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that they could really do right now, if they wanted to do another show or another, Walking Dead based show, it would have to go to a different locale. They would have to go to a completely different location. And they did that with Fear the Walking Dead, but it would have to be a completely different show. Different location, characters, different scenarios, And not just do the same show again with different characters, but do a completely new show. But I don't know, it's one of those things that's like you can't capture lightning in a bottle twice. So and Lord knows we don't need any more vampire shows.
No, we don't need none of those.
We've done zombie shows. We've done vampire shows.
We've had enough zombie movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. 28 years later?
I don't know what you
Really?
could really even go further in. I mean, there's been alien shows. There's been, werewolf shows. There's been. I think they've pretty much done it. They pretty much covered all of that. The only ones that they really haven't really gone over as far as like the original like Universal monster type stuff would be like the creature from the Black Lagoon or the Invisible Man, or like a mummy thing. But I don't know how you would make a TV show out of those type things.
Well, even the mummy shows. You got the mummy, the mummy returns.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, they've done the movies, but how do you do like a TV series like The Walking Dead where it covers a zombie apocalypse? How do you come about doing like a Frankenstein show or a mummy show or a creature from the Black Lagoon show or the Invisible Man show? How would you build kind of on that same genre of because the whole zombie thing and all that, the vampire stuff, all of that, it all kind of stems back to the original Universal monsters.
I don't think you get more than 2 or 3 episodes. Not episodes, but seasons out of something like that.
Yeah. Except for the zombies. The zombie thing, that really kind of started with George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead from 1968. So
That's the one that started it all.
that's pretty much the one that started the whole zombie thing. I would like to see some either movies or TV shows based on the games. So like they should do like a Grand Theft Auto movie or a Red Dead Redemption movie. I don't know, it'd be kind of hard to do a series out of it, but they can do sequels where they cover the different eras of the Grand Theft Auto series. So you could have one Grand Theft Auto movie being set in Liberty City, which is New York. You could have one Grand Theft Auto movie being set in Vice City, which is Florida. You could have another one in Los Santos, which is California. And then Red Dead Redemption, just anywhere out west, Utah, Montana, Arizona, Texas, someplace like that, But cover the characters, cover like you can have the different characters for the different locales. And then I can't remember the names of I think Arthur Morgan was the character in Red Dead Redemption 2. Kind of weird because Red Dead Redemption 2, the video game, is actually a prequel to Red Dead Redemption. And then I don't know where it came from, Red Dead Revolver. I never played that one. Uh-oh. I bet that they'll get disqualified some points because they kind of slipped and hit the ground. Yeah, I don't think I need my lights anymore. Turn them off. We just about got this side of the field knocked out. Yeah, I'll turn my front lights on. It is a little foggy out here.
You said the wrap was behind the.
Yeah, there's a trailer with wrap on it, and then there's wrap inside the shed, too.
Okay.
If we run out of the trailer. I don't think we'll run out on the trailer. There's plenty of wrap on it. All you gotta do is just pull up to it and hit the refill button, and it should refill right off the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm getting close to running out. The little green bar is getting low. I gotta order a pizza after this stream today. I guess I'll go pick it up. Wonder if I could do a half and half pizza as far as like a specialty pizza goes.
Now, I know it's blasphemy to say this on this stream, but I had to lay off the pizza for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I did too. When I had my surgery, I went literally months without pizza. The last pizza that I had was in the really the first week of March of 24, and then, yep, I'm out of wrap. The first time I had any pizza, and I think it was not even like a real pizza. I mean, I think it was like a cauliflower something pizza. And I was like, oh. But it was okay, because I hadn't had one in a long time. I don't eat them as often as I had been. That's for sure. But when I was able, and normally when I do get a pizza, it's going to be like a Pacific veggie. So it's not going to have like all the sodium with the meats and the stuff like that. And it's going to be a thin crust. You know, you don't have. It's going to be a little bit better than, you know, what I had been having.
Here's one pizza that I found. It's actually pretty good. It's a broccoli chicken Alfredo pizza.
Ooh, that does sound good.
It's pretty damn good. Good morning, Trent.
Morning, Trent. I like the pastas that they have from Domino's, and you can get you can get it. Well, you can get the all cheese one, which is just basically mac and cheese. You can get the Italian marinara one. You can get a chicken Alfredo one, and that's pretty good. Kind of like the rigatoni style noodles that come in it.
Yeah, yeah, they're good.
Yeah. And then there's a chicken carbonaro.
Yeah, it's good too.
Did you see Fuzzy's question?
I don't even know how to get to that.
Just pull up your mini map. It should show it. It won't show on mine because I'm the host, but it should show like milliseconds down there.
About 30. It's fluctuating between 34 and 39.
That's good. What's yours, Fuzzy? I'd say I've never joined another. I need to join one and just out of curiosity see what it is with the new internet that I've got. But my internet now is like, it's supposed to be, it's advertised as a gig up and a gig down. But I think it's around 900 and something. So it's just shy of a gig. So that's good going up and down though.
But
That's fiber internet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fiber.
Yeah, I had cable internet for the longest time, but they did the fiber, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna jump on that.
It still won't be until next year. They'll be starting to put fiber in this town.
Oh, you'll love it. You'll be like, where have you been all my life? To be able to play this game, host this game, stream this game, and watch the YouTube TV and, you know, stream stuff on the second screen over there, and be on my phone and do stuff too, because, you know, normally I'll use my phone, I'll be Googling stuff, or, you know, I'll have the second or one of the monitors for like the chat and the stuff like that. This guy is stripping on TV in the snow. Keep your clothes on. Look. I'm guessing he won. But yeah, he took off everything up on the north end.
So I'm taking it. Fuzzy just put his numbers in. I'm taking it if you get higher the numbers, the laggier it gets.
Yes. So the ping is like it's usually measured. Normally, if you have good internet, it's going to be like the lower the number of the milliseconds is, the less it takes for your machine to communicate with the server. So 30 is good. 50 is I think average. But yeah, the higher the number is, the worse your internet is. Yeah. Oh, I've had pings in the past be well above 100. I remember the days when my pings would go back playing. Gosh, I can't remember which Farming Simulator it was, but the pings would go up to well above 500. I think some of them even hit over 1,000, and that's when it's just like, okay, I'm just gonna turn it off, take a break.
Well, the next time you cut down a tree, especially like one of those large oaks, I want to get my mini map out and see where it goes, because that's what my biggest lag spikes go.
Yeah, those hurt.
Yeah, those hurt too. They hurt really bad.
Yeah, distance plays a big factor in it too. Depends on where. I guess it depends on where. Like, not my part of it is, but where the server that I'm connected to through. I guess would it be Giants? Wherever their server is at. I guess my host here is probably here in America for like the online part of the game. I don't know if I'm connected in St. Louis or if I'm connected into somewhere else or Chicago, or I don't actually know where it's at. There's a lot of new places that have those like online hosting services, so you never know. They're building data centers all the time. It's been a long time since I, actually went in and looked.
Right back down to a cup of coffee.
Huh?
I'm going to be right back out and get a cup of coffee.
Okay. We'll still be here. We're just about, I think we just about got them. I say that and I look over here and I see like several rows of unwrapped bales, so. We got a lot on the ground. Are you just wrapping the end rows here now, or what are we doing? Now I'm looking back over there and I'm seeing bales that aren't wrapped yet, and they're not really in line. Let me go down here and investigate this. Alright, yeah, we just about got them. I'm gonna work on some of these on the end down here while y'all finish doing the rows here. Yeah, looks like somebody went diagonal there. Just finished up a corn harvest and made 145K. Nice. Yeah, 4,500. Where is that at? 45. What would be 4,500 miles away? That's pretty good distance. Oh, the UK. Wonder how far that is from here. Let's see. Hey Siri, how far is London from New York?
I'm not sure how far away it is from New York to London by car, but it's about 3,463 miles as the crow flies.
So just a straight line, if you were flying, it's 3,463. From New York to London. Well, how far is it then across from... Hey Siri, how far is New York from Los Angeles?
New York is about 2,789 miles from Los Angeles, California, by car.
How far as the crow flies?
I'm not sure how far away the crow flies is by car, but it's about
4,292 miles.
Flies.
Wow. So, New York and LA are farther apart than New York and London.
Well, I can tell you this. It took us 4.5 hours to fly from LAX to Philly. So it doesn't take long by plane.
Yeah, you probably had that jet stream too, flying
Oh
from
yeah.
west to east.
Oh yeah. Because it took us 6 hours to actually get out there from Philly to California. It
Yeah.
took us 6 hours.
Yeah, you were probably able to ride that jet stream, and if they were, going on average speed with the engines and stuff like that, they probably eased off of them too to save fuel. But definitely got that speed boost from the jet stream. What kind of winter sport is this?
What are they doing?
They're skiing, but they got rifles strapped to their back, and they're skiing to different points, and they're getting down on the snow and shooting at targets from rifles.
Yeah, I forget the technical term. It's some kind of like cross training or something like that. It's yeah.
I don't remember that one. One lonely bell out here.
This was actually a fun field to cut.
Oh yeah. Looks like I'm gonna get the last line here.
When we get these picked up and rolled it right.
Yeah, we'll get the bales up first. I'm actually gonna buy a third trailer so that we can pick up the bales. And then we'll get the bales picked up, and then I'll probably just hire out the roller.
Okay.
That should be it. I don't see any more just looking around. I think that's all of them.
That didn't take long.
Nope. I can say when you have 3 people doing it, it's a lot faster.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go park this back in the shed. So the red Magnum is down, parked at the north end of this field. The John Deere bale trailer is parked right there, here in the yard, the homestead farmyard, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll buy the blue trailer and I'll go find the New Holland one. Alright, let me go find that New Holland tractor. I think it's up north. Yep, there it is. And I think it'll
See,
be
when
faster.
that save happened, mine jumped up to like 55.
Yeah. Anytime a save happens, and it's a lot better with that mod installed because it saves it in the game, so it's not as bad as when I would used to go into the pause menu and then it would do the saves in there, because it would like freeze up for me too. And I'm the host. Especially on a 4X map. I need to get some fuel. And I may have to build another bale shed if that one fills up. I don't know how many bales total we have out there, but it's probably a lot. kind of skis are those? Oh, they're skiing uphill. I didn't know you could do that. This must be like a marathon style thing with the rifles and stuff. Biathlon, is that what it's called? Yeah, I need to watch the road. Watch the road. No! Trying to read chat and do it at the same time. Grab some fuel over here real quick. And you know what? We harvested this field, so I can just go straight across this field. One plus about the winter time. One. Whoa, what happened there? Like I got a square in the ground, or a rectangle or something. That was not like that before. That's weird. Y'all see that? It looks like a trailer's been dropped from the sky and landed on the ground there. To run the smoother over that. There wasn't anything there before. It was just kind of open out there. Here, let me get another trailer. Which one is it? That one. Let's see. Auto load bales. Do the Michelins. Do the 3-axle. Don't need that. Don't need that. I think that's the gooseneck thing there. Wood type stainable. Ramps, no, we don't need the ramps on there. Chassis color, we want to do, I think, the blue on that one. Yep. And then the wood stain color, we want to do that brown right there, I think. Yep. Then the rim colors, you know what? We'll probably keep those just white. And we'll keep the plate. You like the look of the duals on this tractor? Not really US spec, but yeah, it is what it is. These are the row crop duals options. With the, you can only do this with the Trelleborg brand as far as the in-game T8. Once upon a time, there was a US spec version of the T8. Somebody was working on one, and I haven't seen it come out in the in-game mod hub yet. Can't remember who did the one for 22. Mainly this tractor is used for, I try to keep these for the planters, planting rigs and seeding rigs. We're good. So out back here, what I'm thinking about doing is taking it and leveling it off from where I flattened out the foundation up there, because you can see it kind of steps up and down here really bad because of this is where all the trees were. So I'm thinking about just kind of leveling that off flat out this way over to that hill over there. Before I build anything. Old man's got a full load. And I'm full. I say our bale shed's getting pretty full over here too, isn't it?
Well, it's getting close.
I'd say we're right at capacity. I'm gonna have to build another one. Let me build another one. I think I'm gonna put one right up here. Let me see if I can roll that out of the way. You know what? I don't know that I have that on yet. I don't. I can drop it on the baler.
Fuzzy, that barn's full.
Yeah, that barn's full now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me build another one here real quick. I gotta get rid of this fence first. Let's see. And I'll have to take out a few trees here. Is there any behind this? Yeah, let me take out this partition right there, and maybe this one. Okay. I was kind of wondering if we were going to fill that thing up.
I don't think there's too many more loads in there though on that field left.
Okay. There will be more later on though.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
might as well go ahead and build another one. Let's see, how many trees we got left here? It might fit in. I might can leave those, and it might fit up here. Let me see if it'll fit in here. Let's see, it's in a weird space too. It's under sheds and not silos. The one that shows capacity. That one right there. Ooh, I don't know if it's gonna fit in there or not. Let me turn the snapping on here. See what? Actually, since it's so close to this other one, I'm going to turn the snapping off and do like that. Try to get it to where it's kind of where we can get in there and dump them out easy. Okay, let me do a little smoothing. Just in the front here. Okay. You got another bale shed up front. Because there will be more. We're going to do... I'm trying to do this logically. So we've got our grass field over here now, right? We'll have the silage bales from over here. We'll have the hay bales from over here. But across the highway over there, right next to this farm, that's where we're going to do all the crops that take straw bales. So wheat, barley, oats. That's kind of the game plan. That way we can store the bales all down at this farm down here. Alright, wasn't very many left. I got 6. I think I got the last ones. Alright. Put this down here for now. I'm just going to hire this roller out. Just going to start with this one. There is a bigger one, but we'll see how long it takes the roller to do with this one. This is the middle size one. I thought that was a tiger. She got a tiger painted on top of her helmet. It's like a tiger face. Alright. Let's see. We'll do 2 inrows. We'll do the north and south bit there. Start with the headlands. Okay. Now this should put our final stage of FERT back on and kick it up a growth stage by grass rolling it. Yep, you can see that it is changing it. It's a little bit darker. Go into the map here. And there's the new growth stage. So you have the harvested stage, and then there's a growing stage there. And it does still kick it up a growth stage, and it puts down the final thing of FERT on it. So you don't have to waste any fertilizer on this as long as you grass roll it. And it looks like it's going to do pretty good with that one. I'd say we do that one for now. That one should be adequate. Alright. So, there's nothing else left to be harvested. There's alfalfa over there we could cut. There's some clover we could cut, or we could just wait and do that later. I'd say probably just wait and do all that later. Alright, out of that. Run over here. I think the pumpkins are still out, like the jack-o'-lanterns. And it's mid-November. Yeah, the jack-o'-lanterns are still out here. Interesting. Alright, what's on sale? Anything on sale? Nothing great. Alright, so we will sleep then. Ooh. I have a donut. Nom 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 nom. Ooh, got some jelly-filled ones too. Oh man, that's sweet. Alright, let's go. I guess we'll go to the next day. Go to November 3rd and see what's going on. Rain. Sales, nothing on sale. Well, they need to get on these right before Christmas sales. They need to start putting some good stuff in there. Alright, let me check the dryer. How are we doing there? We still got propane in there. Yeah, I think there's enough in there for right now. Drying soybeans and corn here. Alright, let's go to December. And I'll check the bales and make sure that they fermented. Ooh, look what's on sale. Got a disc on sale. Is that the one that I put in? I think that's the one that I put in that I've been kind of wanting to get. Let's see, where are... Yeah, there's the high-speed one, and then there's that one. This one we can run with a smaller horsepower tractor. 355. I think that one requires a lot more. Yeah, 550, 560 for that one. John Deere tillage disc, 2660. That's it. Yep, I'm gonna get one. May trade in the. I bought a Vaterstad cultivator, but I may trade that in at some point. All right, so we're in December. Let me go check bales. Hey, look! It replaced the jack-o'-lantern with a snowman. I bet there's one up front too. I had to cut some of these shrubs back. Oh no, wait. Okay, there's a snowman on a jack-o'-lantern up here now. What? It's December. Yeah, there's a snowman there now. Did it put lights? It didn't put lights on this house. Some houses it'll put lights around the trim. I guess it just depends on the house, maybe. That's funny. Jack-o'-lantern under the snowman there. Alright, let me check the bales here. These are the ones that we just did, right? So these are silage now. What's the price for silage? Not that great. We'll hold on to them for now. Guess we'll sleep some more. I need to put some WD-40 on this door. That modded trailer, that's the one from the mod hub. Yeah, they're back to racing downhill now. Alright. Check the price of silage again. Still not that great. I've noticed that August seems to be the best time to sell them. I got it up to 228 in August. I noticed that I sold a lot of silage bales back then. So that might be the time. That might be the best time. I mean, there's not a big fluctuation of the price of silage, but you would rather sell it at 228 than 218. So, all right. So let's go again to December 3rd. Well, if I can hit the thing. There we go. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh yeah, man. They're going fast down that hill. Well, there's a potato planter. Is that the big one? Did it already pass it? Where's it at? Root crops. Here we go. Potato planters. I think that is the big one. That's the small one. What is that one? That one does fertilizer too. So I'm betting that splits the capacity. That's 8,150. I'm betting it splits the capacity on the seed and fert. Well, the potatoes and fert. This one does just the potatoes. Yeah, I think this one holds more. That's the one that's on sale. That's normally 199,000. Requires how much horsepower? 170. That's not bad. I think I'm going to get that. 62% off? It's not bad either. 76,000? 75? Alright, let's see. Did I check the price of silage? Yep, still 218. Alright, let's go into January. February we'll have to stop. February we're going to have to go in and work on plowing and planting the cotton. Then we need to sell the cotton too in February, so we will be making some money in February. Nothing great there. You know what? I need to check the dryer, make sure we didn't run out of propane yet. Yep, we did. Let me go over there. Get that filled back up. Gotta keep that bean and corn drying. You know, if you crash out at 70 or 80 miles an hour, even on skis on snow like that, that's gonna hurt. It doesn't matter what you crash into, whether you hit snow or that safety netting or anything, that's gonna hurt. It's probably gonna break some bones. Alright. Oh man, we got stuff over here too, look. What do we got there? Like a brownie. And I would say honey buns. Whoa. How did I hit the sleep trigger out here? Can I hit the sleep trigger out here? That's crazy. Hang on. I think I'm stuck. How did I do this? Okay, I was stuck in crouch mode in the house. I just wanted to look at the plate. We got some brownies, and I'm gonna guess those are not really honey buns. It looks like a flower. Brownies and some kind of flower pastry looking thing. Then we got some fruit. But here's the donuts. Chocolate, sprinkled, glazed. Looks like raspberry filled. Yum. Okay, let me double check that. Yep. Yep, price is still bad for silage, so we'll hold off on that. Let's sleep again. Don't really need any of this. There's a Case IH Vestrum. That goes to 140 horsepower. I think that's a little small. We've got the Maxim in here now, so. And the price for silage is actually going down. So, again, it looks like August might be the time to sell silage. Get up to 8 o'clock. Probably gonna have to hit it again. That'll just be an hour nap there. Yep. January 3rd. Let's go into February. Ooh, there's a planter on sale. Is that the... This is the Giants one. This is the one that does just the seed. I think I'm going to take out a little bit just to get that. Can't say no, it's 64% off. So 1.6. So we need to plow. So the John Deere plow is up there at the northeastern farm. If one of y'all wants to go get that. The red plow, where did I leave that? You know what? Let me go to the equipment list and see, because I don't remember where I put that. It might be up there somewhere. Okay. That's the John Deere plow. So that means that's the red plow. Show on map. Where... oh, it's up the road. It's up the road a little ways. It's across from that empty lot. I know where it's at. So go up. If somebody wants to go get the red plow with the red tractor, it's up there across from that field. Field 76. It's directly across the road from there. I think I just dropped it up there and got on with other stuff. So, old man, if you want to grab the red plow, I'm going to go get the blue plow.
Where's the red plow out again?
Across from Field 76. Go over there to Grandpa's farm and just take that road north of Grandpa's farm. And it's on the right side of the road up there. Ooh, we got a lot of snow. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the second day in February, since we're on 3 days to sell the cotton. And you know what? I may upgrade our plows. You know, typically that plow comes in a 6 meter, 9 meter, or you can get it in a 12 meter. I'm thinking about just going ahead and upgrading them to the 12 meter because there's not a lot of stuff that we have to go under on this map. Yep, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and get new plows. That'll make the work go a lot quicker. Alright, most of this is probably going to spawn out back, so let me... Go to plows, we'll go to that one that we like, that one there. Go to 12 meters. The reason why I haven't done 12 meters is because it makes them really tall, especially going under like awnings and stuff like that. So, all right, we need a Case IH red one. I'm gonna have to probably take out some more money. So there's the red one. So you can just forget about that red one where I told you it up there, oh man, just come to the shop and grab that one. Let me take out some more money here. We'll go to 1.7. We'll do another deer plow for Fuzzy. John Deere green. What? Oh, we're out of room. Yeah, I ran out of room. Hang on. I gotta move some stuff. Well, the cedar rode back down the hill. Or, well, no, I turned it around down there. Never mind. Never mind. Move this planter. Hang on, I gotta get you a green plow, Fuzzy. Or no, wait, that's old man, isn't it? No, you need a green. You need a green plow with that green tractor. Let me move this one. I guess Fuzzy's got the red tractor. I thought Fuzzy had the deer. I'm gonna drop this over here. Let me get you a green one real quick. $12 meter. Alright, there should be a green one over there now. Then I will get myself a blue one.
What field we going to?
The big field up in the northeast there. Wonder if you can store the cotton bales in these little bale sheds. Probably fill up quick, wouldn't it?
I would think it would. But did they go by liters or by pieces?
I think it goes by liters.
If they go by liters, it definitely would fill up pretty quick.
I know it says on the thing that it'll hold like 1,000 bales, but on the capacity thing when you go in to buy it, it says 100,000 liters. And you can't even see the field. Huh. Hey, what I'm gonna do an in-row. Y'all just pick a side and let me do some in-rows around this so we can at least see the border of it. Let's see. I'll do one in-row. Start with the headland. Actually, let me switch that over to assist. I'm gonna do 0 north and south. Change that working direction. And that should get it. Show me the lines. Can you see the lines through the snow? Oh yeah, you can. Just follow the line. Just lock it in. It's pretty long. It goes from all the way to the very top edge of the map there, and it goes all the way down to where that potato silo is, down there where those ponds are. So the longest part is probably from that road there all the way up north here to the edge. I see old man coming up behind me there. He's coming straight up from that far east edge there on the center part of the field. I had to work around these power poles over here too. So the field actually kind of curves around those. Now what are we watching? Looks like they're in some kind of arena now. Speed skating. Okay, so this is ice skating then. Like a ice skating race. Yep. This doesn't tell how fast they're going. Just gives their times down there. Oh, dude, are they flying a drone around in there? They're flying a drone around in there behind them. It's my assumption that you have to have a very aerodynamic body to do this speed skating thing they're doing right now.
Well, I know I don't have one of those, so.
I don't either. Well, they got some long skates. Those are not your normal ice skates. They're not like hockey ice skates. Blades on those things go way out the back and way out the front. I say it shouldn't be too much longer, and they should be doing the Super Bowl stuff here. Oh, well, that doesn't start till 11, so. Okay. They're covering the Olympics until 11. I did not lower that. Lower plow. Trying to get back off my guide here. Yeah. What? As he says, an interesting fact, he said he did a web search on the latest cheating the male ski jumpers have been doing. They have been injecting a certain part of their body before having their suits fitted. What? Well, okay, so question number one, what are they injecting their bodies with? What part of their body are they injecting, and why? Are they doing like a steroid type thing, or is it? I mean, there's nothing that makes you. If it's ski jumping, there's nothing that you can inject yourself with that would make you lighter, right?
Well, if there was, everybody be doing it.
Yeah.
You know, make you lighter. I'd
Yeah.
do it.
So what are they injecting themselves with, I wonder? Maybe like a energy boost shot, something or other? I don't know.
And what team and what country?
Yeah. Who did that? Please say it wasn't us. Please say it wasn't us. Please say it wasn't us. Okay. Jeff says the private area to add to that section so you have extra fabric to gather air. Seems like you would want less fabric to be more aerodynamic. Hyaluronic acid.
I can tell you right now, anything that had the word acid in it is not going nowhere near me.
Well, you lost me at injection because that involves needles, and I'm not a fan of needles, so
Oh, no.
I've been there and done that already.
Even though I got tattoos, those needles don't go that far in, so I'm good to go.
Ooh.
It still doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why that part of the body? That seems like if you had more fabric there, that would catch more, especially in the ski jump, that would catch more resistance from the air. Seems like you'd want your fabric to be more contour. Now, Jeff says not in ski jumping. He says you want more fabric to gather the air under you.
First off, there's too many jokes involved in this one, and two, there's other ways to do that. That's all I got to say.
Acts as a wing when you're in the air. Yeah, that defies everything I know about physics. Because, you know, the Bernoulli effect, you get your lift from the curvature on the top of the wing, like on an airplane. And if you had more fabric down on the bottom part, that would act as a flap. So that would actually slow you down. Or maybe they want to slow down. Maybe that's, well, I guess if you're going fast and you have more of a flap down there, that does provide you more lift. Oh, I see where it's going now. So it's not so much like the lift of the actual body. It's extending the, if you've already got the speed, what the flap does is it slows and provides lift. I see I see why they're doing it now. Makes sense, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably against the rules.
I would think they would put it under their arms. You know what I mean?
Well, they have to have their arms in to do the jump.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if that's a thing so they can get the speed to go down the ramp before they, jump off, or, they launch off of it or whatever. Probably why these guys skating have their arms behind them. Less wind resistance.
Still doesn't answer the question of what team's doing this.
Yeah, Fuzzy said he didn't know which team was doing it. Wonder which team it was. Let's see. Fuzzy, you're on that side. I'm going to come up the west side of your pass, Fuzzy.
But if you're looking at that side, that's me. Fuzzy's is on the other side of the field.
He's on the east side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming up. I'm coming up on his where he's at. I'm coming up on his west side, out in the center. You're over on the far west side of the field, right?
Yeah, I'm almost to the end of it.
Yeah. I'm heading north. No, I don't have a list of the mods we've got in here anywhere. To be honest with you, I don't even know what all we got. We got a lot. And we add to it and take away, and we add to it and take away, so it changes.
That'd be a long list.
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you some of my favorite mods. And, well, I'll tell you, a lot of the mods for this map were specific to this map. So if you go to Gagefield.com and you scroll down the website, it will give you a list of all the required and optional mods. You can go through that list of required mods. The only two that I have that are not on that list will be the RCS system and the Precision Farming Custom by Thunder. Those are the only two that I don't have. The rest of them, the farmhouses, the sheds, the buildings, the bale sheds that we have, all of that is on that website. So Gagefield.com. You'll find the vanilla version of the map, which is what we're on, and then you'll find the RCS Precision Farming version of the map. But a lot of the favorite mods, you know, I think my favorite tractor, I think still is going to be the 4955. I like that tractor. It's an older tractor, but I like that design. Kind of reminds me of the tractors that they used back in the day. I have agriculture all around my house growing up, and they used that tractor, and then they used the an older round baler to bale the hay fields around my house. I actually had one immediately behind my house, and every time they would come and cut it and rake it up and bale it, I'd go out back to the far side of the backyard there where the kind of the garden and everything was, and then I'd just sit there and watch them bale hay all day. Dude, oh man, I thought that was Jelly Roll. That's not Jelly Roll. I don't know who that is. Jelly Roll's lost weight though. Have you seen him?
Yeah, he's actually looking pretty good. I mean,
Yeah. He lost a lot of weight. Oh yeah, Simple Inspector. Yeah. Yeah, that's Simple Inspector down there. That's a PC only mod. It is available in the in-game mod hub, but that is a PC only mod. It's called Simple Inspector. You can kind of customize it a lot of ways. It'll show you the little flashing part there is when you have your beacons on. It shows you how fast they're going, shows you what field they're in, shows you how much fuel they've got left, shows you what they're doing, what they've got. You can kind of customize that a lot. So no, that is actually the enhanced vehicle mod. That one you can get on GitHub. That's where I've got ours. So yeah, that's come in really nice and handy for areas that are not field and you need to lock in and do stuff, or areas that, like earlier, I don't know if you saw any of the stream earlier, we were wrapping bales and then picking up bales. You can lock in whichever direction you want to go, and if you've baled that field and did them in a straight line, so you can set up the in-game GPS or the in-game steering assist to whichever working direction you want to go. If you bail in that direction, you can use the enhanced vehicle mod to set that up so you go straight whichever direction you did it in. Oh yeah, anytime. Yeah, GitHub is where I got the, isn't it called Enhanced Vehicle Mod? EVM? I think it's called Enhanced Vehicle Mod. Yep. Now, make sure you follow. We typically go live on the weekends, and then I'll do YouTube videos during the week. YouTube.com/thegrainarcade, and then, of course, follow here. I always wanted to rollerblade. Have you ever seen that movie Airborne?
Airborne?
Yeah.
No.
It's a great movie. It was made sometime in the 90s. Basically, it's about this guy, this kid. He's probably high school. Yeah, he's high school age because they go to high school. He lives out in California, and he's like a surfer, right? Well, his parents are like zoologists or anthropologists or something like that. They're going somewhere off to study in Australia. So they send him to live with his family in Cincinnati. And it's a stark difference because it's winter time. So instead of being able to be, living on the beach and surfing all the time, he rollerblades around Cincinnati. It's got a young Jack Black and a young Seth Green in it, in the movie. Great movie. They have a big rollerblade race at the end of it. Called Airborne. I don't know that it's available to watch anywhere. I don't think you can stream it anywhere. Maybe on Prime or something. I think my hydraulics are freezing up on the back of my tractor. Huh. That's the second time I've gone to lower it and it didn't lower. This is Gage, Kentucky, by Gagefield. You can go to gagefield.com. And I am not locked into my GPS. You can go to gagefield.com. And there's two versions of the map. There's the vanilla version, which is what we're on. So it's kind of the standard version. And then there's the row crop system and precision farming version by Gagefield. So depends on which one you want to do. The 4X map, I will say, you need to have at least a decent computer to run it. Very detailed map. We've removed a lot of trees up here to make this field a very large field. We're probably going to put cotton in here. But the other areas of the map, Very, 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 very detailed. It's got a lot of required mods on the website that go along with it. But yeah, just go to gagefield.com for it. You're in the row crop version? I'm guessing you do the precision farming part too? What I want to know is the cameras that are on this little track system that are following along these racers around the track, how do they get those to match the speed of the racers? Because there's nobody like there. Probably all computer or something. Running 2 combines on a massive soybean field. Yeah, we had a pretty big soybean field this year or last year in game. If you look, so this is the northeast area. We took that field, that little field, that field, that field, and that field, and we merged all of these together right through there. That's where we're at right now. There's some other ones. Here comes a save. There's some other ones that we're working on that we're going to merge together. But if we can get through this save, this field right over here, we merged all of these together and did our soybeans over here in that big field. So looking at up here, got to do some work up there. I've already plowed out some of the lines, took some trees out. Just kind of plowed out like the perimeter of this area up here, but I got to go back and remove like clusters of trees and stuff up there. You're on Iowa Plains. Have you been watching Puma Plow? Do you follow them on Twitch? Twitch.tv/PumaPlow. John just started playing Iowa Plains. And I think all of his videos go up on YouTube as well from that. Yeah, we did Iowa Plains. When was that? It was the one before Stevie's 4X Riverbend. We played the Iowa Plains map. Fun map. Fun map. I really enjoyed making the blueberry pancakes. Made popcorn, made blueberry pancakes, made firewood. Pretty nice map. Especially, I think that's one map that's available for everybody. I think if you're on console, you have access to that map as well. Another one by Salobuki. He did Alma too. Alma was a fun map. Played that one twice. Played Alma when it came out for 22, and then played Alma for 25. And then they did the update where he added the newer stuff in, pancakes and stuff like that. So. He was here. Trent. Trent. Jeff is looking for you. He may be getting ready for the Super Bowl stuff to start. There he is. I got my snacks. I've got my popcorn. I got my barbecue chips. Only thing I gotta do is go pick up a pizza. I'll do that after the stream. And I know Sean, he's ready for Daytona 500 next weekend. I'll probably catch that. You see where they're remaking The Burbs?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's got a woman is the main character, like the lead character. Hello there. Out of curiosity, I want to see what the price for cotton is. Yep, it's going to be the second day in February. Alright. Let's see. You're over there. I'm going to go down that long pass over here next to Old Man. And I'm going to take my first break. And hopefully I'll make it back. before I drive off into the pond or something down there. I think I'll make it back. I think I got time. So, alright. Let's say goodbye to YouTube before I get rolling here. Alright, YouTube. We'll catch you in the next one. We're getting this field ready. Snowing like crazy. Cats and dogs. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you later, YouTube.